And welcome to the final episode of the Snowflake Throw. Today we're going to move from rounds number 17 all the way to 24, and you're going to notice that this is the modern granny look. So you're going to notice in the pattern itself is that the final colors are pretty much consistent. So you're going to notice is that the chain is a different color than the main stitch itself, and you will see that happening, and it's a repeat pattern as you go. So I'm just going to slip stitch myself to the corner, and this is where I'm going to start my journey. So we're going to chain one, you're going to single crochet into the same spot, and then chain three. So 1, 2, 3, and then single crochet into the same corner. You're now going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and you're going to skip the next stitch only and single crochet to the next stitch after that. So you're just going to skip this one and go right here. So we're just getting ourselves set up for this particular stitch. And now we're going to do all the way across. So we're going to go chain 3, you're going to skip 3 and single crochet the next. So chain 3, skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and single crochet in the next. I need you to do this all the way to the next corner. I'll see you in the next corner on what to do, and I'll be right back in a moment. So you're going to get all the way to the corner here, and it's the second last stitch before the end. And if it's not, just fudge it, of course. That's what I've been saying this whole time. You're going to chain 3, and then you're going to do your corner. So you're going to do single crochet, chain 3, and single crochet, and then you're going to start a fresh side again. So chain 3, you skip the first one and go to the second, single crochet, and then you start jumping your 3. So 1, 2, 3, and skipping 3, and so on. So this will be how you handle the entire round when you go all the way around like this. This is round number 17. So I've now just chained 3, and I'm just going to join it to the beginning single crochet that I started with. So I have now my established round in order to do the modern granny for the rest of this blanket. So the last round of this whole thing is slightly different. So we're just going to fasten off, and you're going to grab your new color, and we're going to move on to round number 18 next. So I'm just going to use a new color, and you can change the rounds colors as much as or as little as you want. And I'm just going to put this over top so I can trap it, and I'm just going to go into the corner. So I attached it and chain 3 and double crochet 2 more times. So in the corners of this particular round, whenever you hit it, you'll have 3 double crochets. So the chain 3 counts as a double crochet. So you have 3, chain 1, and then 3 more double crochets into the corner. So on the single crochet rounds, you were putting in chain 3s to make a corner, but on the double crochet, it's just chain 1. Now that the corner is in, you're going to chain 1 and then go to your next chain 3 space and place in 3 double crochet. Then you're going to chain 1 and then go to your next space and 3 double crochet. So you're putting a chain 1 in between the groups of 3. So when you get to your next corner, you're going to chain 1 after the 3 double crochets before proceeding into the corner, and then the corner will be 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet, and then you'll chain 1 again to start another side just like this. And so just got to make sure you got chain 1s in between these groups of 3 going around. And I'll be right back at the end of this round. This is round number 18. I'm coming around to number 18, and I have to chain 1 and slip stitch to the top of the beginning, chain 3 to finish. I'm going to get rid of this color. I'll bring it back later, but for now it's gone. And we're going to bring back the white color or whatever color that you decided to use. Or you can use something completely different if you wish. Let's begin round number 19. Let's go to the corner. It's a chain 1 right here in the corner, and you're going to attach your yarn. Now we're doing something unusual that I've never seen done with the modern granny before, so this is pretty cool. You get to learn something new today. And you're just going to start with the single crochet and then chain 2, single crochet again, just like that, and then chain 2 and single crochet again. So that's all happening within the corner. So now we're going to proceed along the sides, and you're going to chain 3 and come into the space. This is a chain 1 and single crochet in. So when you get to the next corner, you're going to single crochet, chain 2, single crochet, chain 2, and single crochet, and then proceed along the sides like you were before, and everything will stay in balance. So I'll see you at the end of this round, number 19. So I'm coming around on number 19, and I'm just going to slip stitch to the beginning single crochet that I started with. And this is the end of this color, so I'm going to get rid of it, and we're going to move on to round number 20 next. Round number 20, I'm going to start off in the first chain 2 space of a corner. And you want to, I'm just going to lay this over top so it gets stuck underneath. So I'm just going to join it, and then chain 3, and put 2 more double crochet in there. So there's a total count of 3. So this is in the first part of a chain 2 of a corner. So then you're going to chain 1 and come to the other next chain 2 right here. That's part of the same corner. And you are going to put in 3 double crochet there. Now you're going to start going across like you already know it. So you're just going to chain up 1, come to the next space here and put 3 double crochet in. So 1, 2, and 3. So when you're coming all the way across your next corner, the first chain 2 will have 3 double crochet. It'll be chain 2 and then 3 double crochet in the next one. Don't forget there's going to be a chain 1 that leads into this before you start it. So you just got to come in and keep those spaces true to itself. Please do this all the way around for round number 20. So I'm coming back around here on this round, and this is number 20. So I'm just going to chain 1 and then just attach to the top of the first chain 3. So let's talk about 21 and 22. So we're going to get rid of this yarn, and I'll be right back. So rounds number 21 and 22 is repeating rounds number 19 and then 20 one more time. And then I'm going to expect you to do that. So you'll have another layer of these 2. And then I will bring you back then for round number 23. And then we'll finish number 24. So please do rounds number 21 and 22, which is repeating rounds number 19 and 20 now. So I've just repeated my section. I'm now moving on to round number 23. So you can do this over and over and over until the cows come home. It'll always stay in balance for you. So you're now going to join new yarn if you decide to change to the chain 2 corner space. And I'm just going to do attach, chain 1, single crochet, and chain 2 and single crochet in. So all the way across, so the corners in this one will be 1 single crochet, chain 2, 1 single crochet. So all the way across is just 1 single crochet into each of the stitches that you see. So just move this one out of the way so you can get it. So you got that one, and if it's chain 1 space, just go right into the chain 1 space. Okay, so don't bother to put it into the chain work itself, just go right into the space and do that all the way around then for round number 23. And I'll be back at the end of number 23 in a moment. I'm at the end of number 23. I'm just going to slip stitch to the beginning single crochet, and I'm going to eliminate this yarn out. And now we're going to do our final round, number 24. And before you do, flip the afghan over and go to the back side of it. I know I have all my tails to weave in, but we're going to do the last round looking at the wrong side, and we'll continue this in a moment. To do the last round, you're just going to attach into a corner, chain 2 space, and then chain 2, and then put a double crochet in there. You're then going to slip stitch into the next stitch. So come on in a slip stitch, and then in the next stitch after this, you are going to put in the 2 together using double crochet and half double crochet. So right in the next stitch, just start, wrap the hook and going in, pull through 2 and hold. And in the same stitch, wrap and going in, pull through, and then pull through all 4 loops. So that's a double crochet and a half double crochet together. So slip stitch into the next stitch. And then the one after this is wrap the hook and going in, pull through 2, and then wrap, same stitch, pull through, and then pull through all 4 loops. And then slip in the next. So you're going to do this all the way around, and when you get to the corner, just do the exact same thing I just showed you, and that will count as an individual stitch on its own. Please do this all the way around for round number 24. So to recap, once you get to a corner, you're slip stitching in, and then you were going to, in the same corner, just start with the double crochet and then a half double crochet and put it together, and then slip stitch in the next, and then keep on going around. Just like that. So then that follows the border perfectly. So I'm coming all the way back around, and I've got my last one in here, and I'm just going to slip stitch, and then I'm just going to join it to the chain 2 that I started with. This is it for this particular afghan. So you're just going to trim your yarn, you're going to weave in all your ends, and enjoy your new snowflake throw. Hopefully you've enjoyed this tutorial, and let me know in the comments on how you did, and we hope to see you again in the future real soon.